Welcome, my name's Adam. Today we're shooting for Om. So what we're looking at today is a simple 20-minute sequence to get you awake to kick off your weekend, early Saturday morning or maybe even 6 o'clock on a Friday night. So come to sit nice and tall. Maybe have a block or whatever you have underneath your bum if that feels a little bit more comfortable. And just sit tall, shoulders away from the ears and lengthen your spine. We're going to start off with some pranayama, some breathing. Take your hands to the heart. Then as you inhale, lift your arms up for 6, 5, 4, 3. Through the nose for 2, palms together at the top, look slightly up. Then interlace your fingers, exhale down for 6, 5, 4. Through the mouth for 3, for 2, and 1. So that first time was slow. Make sure you're not making shapes and really feel it. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Through the mouth for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause. Down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause. Inhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause one more time. Lift up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhaling down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Take your hands to your knees. We've done cat-cow a few times in these other sequences. This time cat-cow kneeling. As you inhale, bring your elbows in tight, lift the chest up, shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, chin to the chest, elbows turn out slightly, dome your back, belly in. Inhaling, breathe just in and out through the nose. And exhaling, turn on that ujjayi breath. Every time, move deeper, move further, open up as you inhale. Elbows in tight, exhaling, rippling back through. Inhaling, open up, elbows in. Exhaling, rippling back through. One more time, lifting up. Exhaling, rippling back through. Nice. Take your hands out to the top of the mat. Curl your toes under. And then make your way towards a little downward dog. Bend your knees left and right, backwards and forwards. A little bit of motion going. Maybe bend one knee, straighten the other leg. Push that heel down. Maybe the other side. Straighten the other leg, bend the other knee. Bring yourself back to center. Come forward to plank. Tiptoes. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Shoulders away from the ears. Chest forward. Ease yourself back to downward dog. Inhaling, roll forward to plank. Pace relatively high. Exhaling 90 degrees. Inhaling up and forward. Shoulders back. Easing back to downward dog. If chaturanga is not making sense to you, watch the video about it, about vinyasas. But 90 degrees is important. That's how you are in that video. Shoulders away from the ears. Easing yourself back into downward dog. Take your right leg up to the sky. Tiptoes on your left foot. Roll through the spine. Send that right leg to the top of the mat. Back knee to the floor. Draw your arms to the sky. Belly away from your legs. So you're not collapsing into anything dramatic. Release your right hand to the side. Left arm stays high. Lift up. Exhale, lengthen into a side stretch. And then take your right arm up. Palm facing the left hand. Hands about shoulder distance. Breathing there for 3. Lengthen your left hand side a lot. Lengthen your right hand side slightly. Hold for 2. Then back to center. Hands to the heart. Inhale. Tip of the left elbow. Tip of the right knee. Take a twist. Find a rotation. If you're feeling good, curl your toes under, straighten your back leg and lift your bum a little bit higher. So you're not collapsing, you're actively lifting that glute up. Back leg strong. Turning deeper. One more full breath. And take your hands down to the floor. Step yourself back to plank. Exhaling down 90 degrees. Inhaling up and forward, shoulders back. Exhaling back to downward dog. Take your left leg straight to the sky. Tiptoes right foot. Send your left leg top of the mat. Back knee down. Draw your arms to the sky. Again, belly in slightly. Almost imagine you're pulling your right knee kind of towards you. Left arm down. Right palm lifts up and over. Lengthen through the right hand side of the body a lot. Keep some length in the left. And then palms face each other, hands shoulder distance. Keep your belly in. Keep your pelvis relatively neutral. Breathe for 4. Try not to collapse for 3. For 2. Back to center slowly. Take your hands down to the floor. Step yourself back to plank. Exhaling 90. Inhale, open. Exhaling, downward dog. Right leg to the sky. Inhale, right knee, right elbow. Back to the sky. Knee to the head. Back to the sky. Knee to the opposite elbow. Back to the sky. Send the leg to the top of the mat. This time keep your back leg lifted. Draw your arms up to the sky. A little bend in your back knee to keep your pelvis relatively neutral rather than that big old tilt. Arms up, open your fingers wide. Inhale, lift up. Stick your tongue out, cross your eyes. Inhale, lift up. Exhaling. Inhale, lift up. Try and avoid lower back compression. Lift up and over. Exhaling. One more time. Lift up. Exhaling, easing down. Stay where you are. Let your arms drop almost vertically. Lift the chest higher. Turn your little fingers up. So less in your lower back, more opening the chest. Breathe for 3. Hold for 2. Ease yourself forward, hands down, standing splits. Glutes at the same height, more or less. Maybe walk your hands in a little bit closer. Breathe for 3. 2. Foot down, step back. Vinyasa, exhale. Inhale, back bend. Back to downward dog. Left leg to the sky. Tiptoes on the foot. Send your left leg up to the top of the mat. Legs straight, arms up, a little bend in the knee. Find that neutral pelvis. Be nice and strong. Turn your palms forward. Inhale, lift. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Lifting it one more time. Exhaling. Arms release to the side. Lift up and over. Open the chest a little bit deeper. Away from your lower back. More length for 3. 2. And on 1, hands down. Standing splits. Back leg lift up to the sky. Hands wherever you want them to be. Glutes again, more or less at the same height for 3. 2. And 1. This time place your feet together. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, arms high, bum low. Exhaling, take your hands down to the floor. Inhaling, halfway lift. Step to plank or jump to chaturanga. Exhaling, 90. Inhale, back bend. Exhaling, downward dog. Bend your knees straight away. Look forward at the end of the exhale. Jump or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhaling, fall down. Feet close. Utkatasana, slow controlled movement. Come to the tiptoes. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms forward. Heels down. Slowly take the feet. Take the bum. Lift your feet. Lift the chest. Hands just to the side. Lifting your chest a little bit higher if that works for you. Holding there. Lift the chest high still for 2. And then on 1, cross your ankles. Take your hands forward. Step back to plank. Exhale down. Lift up and over. Back to downward dog. Bend your knees. Load your legs. Float to the top of the mat. lift up to halfway. Exhaling, fold forward, feet together, Utkatasana, arms high. Come up to the tiptoes. Lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your heels touch. Let the hands come to the inner legs. Now actively push into the inner thighs and slightly lift the chest. Pull your shoulders down, pull your chest forward, push your inner legs apart. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. Knees close. Lean forward again, bum down. Lift your legs up. Take your hands to the ears. Lower your body to almost touch the floor. Extend your arms above your head. Hands touch your ears. Inhale, back up. Exhaling down. Hover just off the floor. Arms out, lengthen. Hands back to the ears. Lift back up. Exhaling down one more time. Arms above your head. Look at the ceiling. Back in. Lift up. Cross your ankles. Hands down. Step back. Take your vinyasa. Meet back in downward dog. Feet together. Right leg lifts up. Send it to the top of the mat. Open up to warrior 2. Gaze towards your front hand as you open your front heel more or less in the middle of your back foot. Look down that front arm, lengthen from fingertip to fingertip. Let the front leg go a little bit deeper. Let your back upper thigh continue to turn out. Turn your front palm up. Reach forward. Without turning your chest, reverse your warrior. Fingertips on your back leg or a bind, whatever works for you. But lengthen up and over rather than collapse, rather than taking an asymmetrical back bend. Ease yourself back to center, elbow to the middle of the thigh, left arm to the sky, almost like a Bikram style triangle. If you feel particularly good and you can keep this opening across your chest, maybe straighten your right arm. Not trying to touch the floor particularly, but keeping length in that side body. Hold for 2. And then on 1, ease yourself up, turn your toes in. Walk your feet a little bit closer. Turn your palms to the sky, inhale, lift. As you exhale, take your hands to your thighs, to the shins, to the floor. But try and keep your back straight. And all of you could go so much deeper to look at if you bent your spine, if you bent your legs, if you tuck your legs wide. But don't. Keep integrity. Lift your bum high. Tilt it up. Let your spine be long without worrying about how close your head is to the floor. Keep the chin away from the chest. Slowly roll back up. Open your arms. Other foot out. Warrior 2 on the opposite side. Lengthen through the fingertips. Gaze down that front arm. Let that inner thigh turn out. Let the upper thigh turn up. Eyes on the fingers. Going deeper and deeper, but thinking millimeter by millimeter. If you're in a pose, you shouldn't suddenly be able to go 10 centimeters deeper. Turn the front palm to the sky, reach slightly, then reverse. Hand options, but again, treat it as a side stretch, not an asymmetrical, super dramatic back bend. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Back to center slowly, elbow to the top of the thigh. Top arm to the sky, open your chest. Imagine there was almost a hand pulling you up and open. Gaze to that top hand. Option 1, here. Maybe arms straighten slightly, but do not take it deeper if it means you collapse. Keep all of that opening. Integrity over depth for 3, for 2. And then on 1, bring yourself back to center. Turn your foot in. Take your hands to the top of the mat. Step back to plank. Body to the floor. Hold your ankles. Flare your toes up. Now do not let your knees or your feet go any wider than the hips. Your feet don't come together. Equally, your knees don't come apart. Lift up the chest slightly. Then start to kick up. Kick up higher. Lift the chest. Hold for 5. Shoulders away from the ears for 4. Knees a little bit closer probably. Feet a little bit further apart. For 2. And then on 1, release yourself down. Have a little wiggle out the hips. Maybe left ear to the floor as you wiggle. Second set, waking yourself up with these back bends. Hold your feet again. This time option, instead of pointing the toes or flaring them, to push your heels up. Lift the chest, lift the feet, lift the knees, hold there. For 5, creating almost a U shape. For 4, for 3, 2, and on 1, release yourself down. Have a little wiggle. And then let's turn over to lie on your backs. Let your feet again be pretty much hip distance apart. Hands to the side. Right leg up. Inhale, lift your bum to the sky. Exhaling down. Keep the right leg exactly where it is. Heel pushing up. Lift up. Toes pointing down. Exhaling, bum back to the floor. Inhale, lift up. Exhaling down. Release. Other leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Lifting up. Toes pointing down as much as they can. Exhaling down. One more time. Lift up. Release down. Release the leg. Hug your knees in briefly, but keep your head down. One more back bend. Okay, so option 1, bridge. Lifting up, maybe interlacing the hands. Option 2, hands above your head. Lifting up to wheel. So 2 options. Lift up wherever you want to go. If you're coming to wheel, think less about squashing your back, but more about pushing your chest to the back of the room. Trying to open out your spine rather than squash it. Feet can come a little bit closer, but keep lengthening. Breathe for 5. For 4, keep a little bit of space between the shoulder blades if you're in wheel. For 3, 2, soften, tiptoes, chin to the chest. Roll down your spine. Again, keep your head down. Hug your knees in relatively tight. Flex your toes open. And hug your right knee in. Left leg hovers just off the floor. Squeeze it nice and tight with that right leg without being too much keen on moving the leg out to the side. So less about how close the knee is to the floor. Again, more bringing the knee inwards rather than up. And switch sides. Flare the toes on that foot, other knee in rather than out. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, little twist. Bum to the right, knees to the left. Open out. Maybe use your left arm to get that leg a little bit deeper and to give you a little bit of help. Find your rotation. Back to center, bum left, knees right. Look over the left shoulder, find your twist. Keep the toes flaring. Bring yourself back to center slowly. Hug your knees in, hug the head to the knees. Tense everything. Squeeze and even tense your face. And as you exhale, let go. Take that again. Draw in, squeeze everything, tense everything, squeeze and tight. And exhale, relax. Final time. Tense everything, contort your face. 3, squeeze for 2. Exhale, relax. And just take your feet mat width apart, knees together. Have a little rock left and right. A little bit of motion going. And take your legs out. Find a brief Shavasana. But not to be too calming. The whole point of this class is to wake up. But just be still. Scan through your body. Let your breath be natural. Bringing yourself back to your day. Back to the space that includes your mat, not the mat itself. Stretch your arms out. You can stay in Shavasana longer if you want. Ease yourself to a seated position. Sit nice and tall. Take a sigh if you want. Inhale. Thumbs to the forehead. Thank you for sharing your practice.